We are back. Good morning, YouTube. Quickly before we start, I just want to say that since the last episode, this channel has grown by 8 new subscribers, sorry, wow. Anyways, so today's video is about building something that was completely foreign to me, completely new. It's something that I've never done before in my life, and I'll give you a bit of context so you can understand better. So every Tuesday evening after school, I have a theatre class. Helps with improvisation, speech, etc. And it's very good because it boosts your charisma. Anyways, so every Tuesday night I go here and there's other people. And one of the people that goes to my theatre class, his name is Brendan. Great Irish lad. And he actually makes music. And so he dropped an album and a single. So he's not just making music, he's actually posting and trying stuff out. And we have this little tradition with the theatre group, is like sometimes we go out for dinner. And once we were out and about having dinner, he actually talked to me about one of his upcoming singles. He thought his album covers weren't that great because either they were AI generated or he got them off of Pinterest, and what he wanted was an actual original design. And I'm a designer, so he didn't hesitate to ask me if I would like to work on the project with him. And I accepted instantly because I like his music. His music is catchy and poetic style to it because it's rap, but it has more of a poetic touch to it, which is something that I thought was quite interesting. So now that you have the backstory, let's get into the main story. I'll show you the whole process of how it was made, and then the little marketing project that came with it. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Go. Alrighty, good morning. I have a tendency to always say good morning while it's pitch black outside, but anyways. Alright, so when you start a project like this, or any project, everything you have to do is brainstorm. Now, if you would have watched my past videos, you would have known that already. See, I'm not forcing you to go watch them, but I would recommend, if you know what I'm saying. But that's besides the point. The thing is, while you brainstorm, a very crucial thing to do is search for ideas or pathways. You have to find somewhere to go. And now that I'm thinking, I have to find somewhere where I could get that inspiration. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So I had a much better idea. It was to go to the library of my school and just look at the different books. They have, what is this? An old dictionary from, what year is this? Anyways, so I went to the library and get some books to see all the different design styles. And I have 3 specific ones that crossed my mind and thought could be the most interesting. So number 1 is drawing. Next one was typography. And then the last one was collage. So for the 3 approaches, I'm gonna make a little mood board and then send it to him. See what he thinks. We'll have a direction into the design. So let's get to it.
En temps liquide, tu sors le bolide, ressors les plaques de chez la police. Nouvelle crème, on a la police.
Alright. So I'm at work right now, but I have a bit of time to explain to you what went down. So I finished a mood board. I'll put it up on screen and then you can just pause and look at it. But I sent him out the 3 different styles of mood board, and then he told me what he liked, and so we made the decision on going with a paper cutout style. That is why in the intro of the video I went and do like a paper style because it matches with the cover. So like video matches the, I don't, yeah, you know what I meant. So now that we have an idea of what we're gonna do, I'm gonna start doing a bunch of different, how do you say it, variants of an album cover. But the only problem is he hasn't given me the whole detail of what he wants. So I'm already gonna start and then build on what he adds next. So then when I build now, I won't have to build it later, basically. And I already have the foundations. So I'm gonna start doing that, well, not right now because I'm at work, but once I get home.
Vaut mieux réparer le pont que traverser l'eau froide de la rivière. Tu te demandes comment va ma carrière, je comprends les codes donc je propose pas la variette. Mes plats ils sont bons, les tiens, on dit qu'ils sont avariés.
So I received the information of how he wanted this album cover. So I designed like a few variants, and then he gives me his idea, and then I build on top of what I already built already. And so now it will be so fun, because that's when the fun part kicks in. It's when you have the idea, and so now you can just design without having this sense of doubt. And that's probably the best, one of the funnest parts of design, because now it's just purely fun as opposed to just research. So let's get back to it.
Vaut mieux réparer le pont que traverser l'eau froide de la rivière. Tu te demandes comment va ma carrière, je comprends les codes donc je propose pas la variette. Mes plats ils sont bons, les tiens.
Alright, so look at this. I got 3 designs of birds, but what I did is like I went in old books that I found, or even like on old paintings or like copyright free stock images, and then I went into Photoshop and I retouched them so they become completely different. So yes, they're free to get, but I kind of sampled it so they become something new, just like a song, you know. You grab an instrumental from one song and then you turn it into something new, and that's exactly what I did. And so I picked these birds specifically, especially the owl, is because Oiseaux, malheur is the name of his album, meaning the bird of misfortune. And to me, the bird of misfortune is the owl or crow, but an owl seems more poetic than a crow. And I'm not trying to shit on crows here. Let's just say they're on a different level, okay? Now I sent him the concept, and he actually said, no, it's not owls, it's a magpie. And I was a bit confused at first, like, why a magpie? And he told me it was an actual story that happened to him. So I'm gonna go meet up with him so he can explain to you why. So we are with the one and only
B.R.E.N. B.R.E.N.
So, Bren, do you want to explain us the story behind Oiseaux, malheur?
Yeah. So at the beginning, I had an idea. Like, I remembered of a story when I was young in France at my grandparents' house, where basically when I was like 3 years of age, there was a magpie. So the magpie that like would come to the window, and I would like knock on the window. And so I would be like 3 years of age, and I'd go and I started to walk towards the window and try to like, I don't know, like talk with the magpie. And so, but like I didn't remember of, like I had flashes, you know, of like memories, but it was very like small because I was very young. And then my parents like later like explained to me, like they told me, well, you know, there was this magpie. And so I found it funny like to create a song that talks about this, because then I went on internet and I've searched what is like the symbol or like the signification of a magpie. And like apparently it's like so Oiseaux de malheur, so like the bird of how do you say?
Mischief, wicked, wrongdoing,
bird.
mischief.
I don't know, something like that. Like it's not a good, a good signification.
But it's not evil.
Yeah, no, it's not evil.
But it's more negative.
Yeah, it's more negative. So I found it quite funny to say like, okay, let's maybe write something on it. So in the lyrics, I basically say like the magpie passes in front of me, so that I follow it. But and so that was the idea. And then I said, well, what could I do for like the cover, like the image? What, the cover?
Cover, yeah.
The cover. And so for the cover, I said, well, I'm gonna ask so to Tom. So if you had like any ideas of a cover that could be very like interesting with this signification, because I don't know how to like edit, or I don't know, I'm not into all the like design school and things. So I found it funny like to say, well, I could ask Thomas, because I know like at the theater, like you told us that at the beginning of the year that you were in a design school. Yeah. So I said, well, that's maybe a good idea. And then you said okay, and then we started trying ideas with this how do you say, collage?
Image composition.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's quite funny because we can see, if you can put the image just there in the middle like they see. So in fact you have the magpie that has basically a tie on. So it's quite funny because for me it's interesting the way it shows that in fact when you say so the like magpie in the negative sense, that the tie that he is like representative of, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's quite difficult to explain, but I found that when you showed me first the image, I was like, I don't know how, but like it matches well with the name of the song. It describes exactly what I thought, for writing the song, in the sense that it's a bird that passes in front of me, and it's a bit the story about also having to find a job. So the tie and costume that he wears, I was like, it's interesting. Also, it talks about like chances that you get in life. When some things pass in front of you, like the opportunities, and so it's rather you take them or not. And so it's like, oh yeah, that's
take the risk.
Take the risk
or miss the opportunity.
Okay, my guy, he said it. Say less.
Say less.
Back to the video. Cuts.
And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, I'm gonna do the exports now. So send him all the different types of files. So like the individual elements, their cover with and without text, different variants of it, color grading, etc., etc. I'm gonna send him the whole stack, because it's always good to let the client, well, I call him client, but he's more of a friend, but it's always good to have the client have access to all these different elements. So I'm recording from my computer because I made a mock-up, so basically it shows you what it's going to look like. So on Apple Music you have local files, which what you can do with that, it's music that only you can listen to because you downloaded it elsewhere. And then what you can do with that is you can modify the cover, you can change the name. And so here's a mock-up of it. It's exactly like you would see it. Look, I'll turn off my screen. And look, I turn on my phone and it's here like that. And like so it actually works. So it will look something like this once it's out. But yeah, it will be out in a few days, so I am excited for that. See how it will be, because I like a lot of people do like reposts and stuff like that. It's always cool to see people engage in these types of things, even if it's just a repost, it shows the appreciation from others, which is very, very cool. All right, No, good morning this time, good evening. The single is out. It's on streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. But yeah, it's pretty much like quite accessible to the majority of people. But yeah, go check it out, and let's go to the next part of this video, which is a bit different, but it's kind of in the same reach. But yeah, let's get into it. So this might seem a bit weird why I'm running with a tripod, but I'm in a rush. Hold on. Good morning, YouTube. So I was running before because I had to go catch a train, but so today is the day of the shooting. So I'm gonna go promote his new single that's gonna drop, and I'm doing like the whole promotion thing because I designed it, right? So we're gonna do like a collaborative post on Instagram and that type of stuff. But that's only for later today, right? So I have a whole day of work, a gym sesh, and then I have the photo shoot. So it's in a few hours still. And so the theme of this basically is just the behind us of the seat. Oh, there's a truck. Shit. Almost ran me over. So it's kind of a behind the scenes, but it's staged in a way. A stage, you know, where we're working on it together, you know, and we're designing the whole thing. And I thought it'd make a cool promotion for the song. So right now it's like 7:30ish. So yeah, and the shooting is at 7 p.m. So yeah, see you in a bit. All right, done with work, hit a gym workout, and then photo shoot. All right, gym workout is done. Now I'm gonna go meet them because he's actually with his friend. Maybe hang out a bit and then do the photo shoot. Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's go.
Vaut mieux réparer le pont que traverser l'eau froide de la rivière. Tu te demandes comment va ma carrière, je comprends les codes donc je propose pas la variette. Mes plats ils sont bons, les tiens, on dit qu'ils sont avariés. Apparemment ton flow il manque à personne, le tel sonne, je réponds comme elle somme. Et à ceux avec qui je me suis affilié 150, stop thinking you're the hero. Nice looking girl, blue eyes, dark hair, all dressed in black like a Nemo. Pour le texte j'ai besoin de quelques réparations, besoin d'un scoop efficace comme Guido. Top 1, ces gars se sont fait dessus, je me devais taper l'imo. Rechargé, je suis à 30%, décharge ma peine dans le 4x4 temps. Je roule pas, je prends l'essence, je trouve faut prendre l'essence. Tout en haut, je suis ma best life. Pour le chèque, on check après. Dîner de con en tête à tête. Testostérone me fait la guerre. You think I'm down, brick by brick, gonna take that crown. For money, I'm down. Need a wife in her like Bonnie and Clyde.
Alright, made it home. So, I'm done. It was very fun. So we took a bunch of photos, videos. We were also talking about other projects that we could do later. And so what he was telling me, he said I could help him with upcoming projects. And we talked about that, you know, and so I gave them my input on like certain projects that they were doing, and they did the same for me. And so we had a good time, right? He wants me to help on his future projects. He wants me to be his art director, which is pretty cool. So yeah, he wanted me to become his art director for his design projects and video and that type of stuff, which I think is very, very cool. On the other hand, it is all very exhausting because I feel like since summer of 2024, so last year, I feel like I haven't really stopped, right? I was always doing something, and even on weekends, work on my videos. When I was like in the UK, I would still edit, I would still shoot videos, you know? So I feel like the last time I really had a break was last year, and it's very tiring, but I've got into the momentum. So at first I used to really have a hard time like getting in that momentum of constantly working. I used to have stress about it, and what I would do is I would stress, wouldn't be able to sleep, and then have panic attacks and that type of stuff. And it would kind of like happen, and then after like 2-3 weeks they were gone. So I can control it a lot easier. So that's good. yeah, I'm very glad that I'm doing this because I really enjoy it. But it just that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. That demands a lot of energy and time and. But yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping now. Gonna have some dinner, and then yeah, get to it. Bye. So yeah, that was about it for my first cover design. And something that made me so kind of happy about the project is that the song is actually his most trending song on Apple Music. I'm not sure about Spotify. I'm kind of happy about that. That the project turned out well and people actually went out of the way to go check it out. So I found that really cool. I'll put a link down below as well if you want to go listen to his music. I'll put Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up this video. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, share this video with your dog, and I will see you in the next video. See you next time and take care.
De traverser l'eau froide de la rivière. Tu te demandes comment va ma carrière. Je comprends les codes donc je propose pas la variette. Mes plats ils sont bons, les tiens on dit qu'ils sont avariés. Apparemment ton flow il manque à personne, le tel sonne. Je réponds comme elle somme. Et à ceux avec qui je me suis